Oh my god, it's the end of the month. Anyway, my beautiful name is Batha Nkunzi, and of course, welcome to News for You today. Today in our headlines, we have youth health guidelines, and they have been launched. We're going to get into that, and also tension rises in South Africa. Let's get into it so that we get to know what is this tension about. So the government is actually stepping up for the youth. What am I talking about? It has launched national guidelines to support out-of-school youth with health education and, of course, life skills. This program targets about 3 million young people facing risks like substance abuse, teenage pregnancy, and things like early marriages. In case you thought these things are not there anymore, they actually still exist. Teenagers still get married, and pregnancies still happen. And of course, this particular this particular project is teaching topics such as mental health, relationships, and financial literacy, which I believe are very, very necessary in growing up. And officials are actually saying that it aims to close information gaps, while of course religious leaders have backed this move up to strengthen the community and, of course, encourage positive behavior. Again, I'm going to say this, I love the direction Uganda is going. Clock it. So traders are actually going to be compensated. What am I talking about? The government is working to confirm the exact number of traders who lost their goods last October before paying compensation. And of course, this one is following a directive by His Excellency President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni to release 20 billion shillings to compensate all those traders. Different groups, of course, have come conflicting figures. They're giving conflicting figures. Of course, as you know, UGANDA'S Kubanja Ulo, they are prompting fresh verification. And of course, Honorable Lilian Abbas said that payments will only happen after a clear, accurate list is agreed upon. I love what she's doing right over there. Clock it. I think the theme or the song of the quarter is Sovereignty Bill, Sovereignty Bill, Sovereignty Bill. Because we've now had new amendments introduced by the government, and they're major, guys. And this, of course, is coming after the public hearings have already ended. The changes now before the Legal and Defense Committee reshape key parts of this particular bill, especially redefining what we call a foreign agent to exclude Ugandans from being labeled as foreigners. Anyway, this move has actually sparked so much fresh debate, with critics questioning the timing and the transparency of revising this bill so late in the process. Like, why are they doing this? Is there something they're hiding from us? Anyway, we shall let you know more as the story unfolds. Oh my god, guys, there's trouble in South Africa. Yeah. Unfortunately. What am I talking about? The migrants in Pretoria and Johannesburg, or as you may call it, Joburg, have been told to stay indoors and close their shops during the anti-immigrant marches. And of course, in fear of possible attacks, stay indoors. This is giving COVID period. And of course, their president, Honorable Cyril Ramaphosa, is urging people to avoid hate and also remember Africa's unity amidst these particular migrants, because they're feeling unfairly targeted, and of course, this is unfair for them. So he's like, please guys, let's forget the hate. Let's remember the love and Africa's unity. Of course, with unemployment high, tensions keep growing, and it's raising concern about safety, peace, and of course, how Africans treat each other. South Africa is actually no stranger to xenophobia. This is not the first time, and also segregation. We hope that the leaders in South Africa can find a way to bridge the gap for the sake of peace and unity. We don't really want to see another apartheid or anything like that. So fingers crossed, and also all our prayers go out to South Africa, especially people in Joburg and Pretoria. And that's a wrap for today, and also for the month of April. What are you grateful for? And of course, how have you celebrated the first quarter of the year? What have you achieved and what haven't you achieved? What are you looking forward to for the next quarter of the year? Catch you guys tomorrow in the new month.